advertising and promotion for all black.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the stuff they got on there, I don't know. It seems like it's still in line with like, kind of like the toxic stories
Oppression.
being disseminated throughout the black community, having us watch and stuff
Right.
like that. Like,
Right.
how you would get with Tyler Perry with Obsessed and Fall from Grace or something like that. And all that stuff. So,
See, yeah,
but you might find some uplifting stuff on there. So
barely. That means you gotta really like siphon through. You gotta get your strainer if you got one, and you know what I'm saying, like strain through that shit. And that's already too much work. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do we have to hear that same story? We were that story like 400 years ago, like 100 years or so ago. We have so many new stories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like. And I'm just so surprised that like I don't see anything else, but like, you know what I'm saying? So fast forward. Again, even if they do have that network, I'm still really confident on my idea because 9 times out of 10, they're only producing their own work or they're not bringing other people in. So that's where I feel like I know rather that my company is going to excel because we're not only telling our stories, we're bringing in other people to tell their stories and we're helping them produce it. It's win-win. You always got to think win-win. I love thinking win-win because why not win together? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
Exactly.
Why not? Like, that means we celebrate together instead of like celebrating by yourself. And then, you got your bottle in the club. You're like, oh, I don't know if somebody's going to shoot me. I'm the only one to celebrate. I'm the only one with money. You know what I'm saying? When you really just like looking around, like you always got to look over your shoulder as opposing to sharing like wealth, to sharing abundance. It's abundant. It's infinite.
Exactly.
Here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel. So I'm just like, again, bringing in other people is already what makes, right now we call ourselves Phaze Comics, but I'm really thinking about making a whole new name, like a whole new persona that I want to launch in like August. But again, that's a whole different story. But even like Marvel, DC, like our big name competition, I don't see them bringing in like, random people or just like the everyday person and helping them tell their story. We don't see that because even if we did, we would see more POC stories. You know what I'm saying? I feel like after Black Panther did as well as it did, you would think that they would make more POC stories. No. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to ask yourself, okay, well, why is that? Oh, because they want to continue to push this narrative that we are oppressed. And that's why we continue to feel oppressed. And that's why it takes a lot of struggle for us to get through shit because we think that we have to struggle. And it's like, no, we don't. We don't. If you create your reality with the things that you think, and we are so used to always thinking worry, we're all so used to thinking fear and struggle that it's natural. It's a curse for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then just having to break that. And I see myself, my team, and everybody to work with us breaking those curses, breaking those limits, and really, really, really prospering together. I did a little math. I was like, I can picture myself now writing out a $6 billion check. Can you imagine that? First of all, having more than enough money to be able to write somebody else a check that says $6 billion. Can you imagine right now receiving $6 billion? If you had $6 billion right now, what would you do?
I couldn't imagine touching that money. I mean, I want to say, I want to put it out there, like eventually one day, I'm going to get close to that. If I had $6 billion,
imagine I wrote you a check right now for your story that we worked on together. Let's say we done worked for like, I don't know, 6 months to a year. We done perfected your story. We done got the book out. We got the animation out. We working on the live action. We casting people for the live action. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine me handing you a check that says